the news came out of a partnership between Affirm and Amazon. Really big news, and we've been fans for Affirm for a long time. I don't even remember when it came on the radar, but man, it feels like it's been a year that it's been on the radar for us. But
Yeah.
Affirm is partnering with Amazon. So essentially, any Amazon transactions over $50, you have the option to use Affirm. This is huge for Affirm. And we mentioned with Affirm the idea behind them not solely relying on Peloton, which they've already done a great job on. And this just literally like is icing on the cake. So
Yeah.
thoughts on Affirm? Obviously, it's had a massive move. Where is it sitting now? Has it broken 100 yet? What's the deal?
It actually is over 100 right now as we speak. As we were in the middle of our live stream, it just cracked back up over $100 a share. And actually, this is the first time that it's done it actively in during the day. So after hours, we saw this spike up to $103 on Friday, and then it did it again this morning in pre-market and has yet to have really seen that. So we come out to the chart on Affirm. This is the 5-minute chart here, and it looks awesome. I mean, the high of the day right now, and it's still climbing. One thing that I had mentioned in the Stock Watch Sunday that maybe some of you didn't get to hear was that this deal is much bigger than I think a lot of people realize. If Affirm just does 1% of Amazon's sales, that brings in $900 million for Affirm as far as revenue is concerned, which would make up about 10% of their overall revenue. And that is just bringing in 1% of Amazon sales, Fat Man Zoom. That is just an incredible number.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean and that doesn't even show them getting greater market share of or greater revenue share. But also, It doesn't even include the fact that Amazon's going to continue to grow revenue as well. So $1 billion of income for Affirm is great. Obviously, that'll grow. I mean, is this a bigger partnership than Shopify?
Yeah.
I'm setting you up right here.
100%, I think it is. But I mean, this kind of like this does so many things. Obviously, it's a big revenue driver. It's going to continue to build them up that way. But it also subsides some of the fears of just Peloton being their cash cow, right? We've talked about how Peloton is responsible for 20% of their revenue, and they've been making huge moves with Shopify and Apple and all kinds of other areas in the market. But then Peloton's still there, yes, but this deal with Amazon allows them to continue to diversify, and Amazon is such a steady Eddie type of company to where you don't have to worry about the ups and downs with Amazon and how it's going to affect Affirm because of just what the kind of juggernaut it is. So it was such a huge move for them, a big day for Affirm, obviously a big day for Amazon, but clearly a much bigger one for Affirm, no doubt.
I mean, does this really benefit Amazon that much? I mean, it's a nice headline, but does it really benefit Amazon that much? Speaking from the guy who loves Amazon.
I think, it benefits them, obviously not anywhere near the capacity that it benefits Affirm, but I think it benefits them just because they're getting into the space. This is the buy now, pay later side of things is really starting to rapidly grow in popularity. This just gives Affirm or Amazon exposure to it. And I'm still not ruling out the possibility of one of the big tech companies buying Affirm. And who knows where it comes from at this point, because it seems like everybody's trying to get their hands on Affirm. I mean, with the Shopify, Apple, and now Amazon doing dealings with them, who knows who knows who may end up, extending an offer to purchase them. And that means that this stock could stand to go even higher than where it's at right now. And it's up 48% on the day.
Yeah, I mean, I say that because I'm glad you mentioned somebody buying them, because I don't think it's a big deal for Amazon, actually. I think it's a little bit of an overdone deal. It is a huge news, obviously, for Affirm, but to me, it seems more like a trial run. Like if you were interested in purchasing Affirm, well, let's see what the sentiment is before we spend $50 billion to buy Affirm.
Yeah.
Let's see if this is actually something that people would use, because getting into the buy now, pay later, yeah, you could say that, but the reality is PayPal does buy now, pay later. Like there's other ways that their consumers can leverage buy now, pay later. So in my mind is, if you're Amazon, you already have tight margins. Why split the pie even more? And the only logical explanation to me is this is a trial run to see if buy now, pay later is something that their clients will use, which customers will use, which is probably yes. And then let's either home grow this thing or let's just buy Affirm and call it a day.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's huge news for them. If you guys aren't aware, this has been a stock that the Chaos Crew as well as myself have been in. My average on this is $61.50. Shout out if you guys got a better average than that. But this is something that we actually put on the watch list for our Chaos Crew members. If you're not a part of that, check the link or check the join button next to subscribe. We put out a watch list every single day that's in great detail. We give you 5 stocks every single day that we think might be making moves in the market in that particular day. Just gives you something to look at, and it costs $4.99. You don't even know it's gone. So go ahead and click that join button if you guys want to be a part of the Chaos Crew. It's a great community to be a part of. You get access to Discord groups, all that stuff as well. So much value for such a small amount of money.